Hey y'all. Well, for those that are new here, my name is Helen and I'm 70 years old. I'll be 71 this year. And if you've ever thought about starting a YouTube channel, go ahead and start. I started one last year and I've had a great time doing it. Now, I don't have that many subscribers, which is fine with me. You know, I try to keep up with everybody and answer replies. And I guess one of my fears is that I'll get so many subscribers that I won't be able to answer everybody's questions. Uh, you know, if you're having a hard time and you want to make a little money, maybe YouTube is the way for you to go. But it's not a get rich quick kind of scheme, you know. And um, I started the channel because I wanted to leave a legacy for my children, you know, stories and things like that. But what I found was that a lot of my viewers like hearing my stories or watching me cook or do crafts. You know, everybody says you have to have a niche, you have to do one thing and let that be your channel. Well, I'm not that kind of person. I'm the kind of person that likes to do different things and experience things and share stories and share things about what's going on and that kind of thing. So there are a lot of people out in YouTube land who are over 40. That's what I see. You know, these YouTube, you know, if you're over 40, start a channel. Well, there are a lot of people who are 60, 70, 80, and there are some people in their 90s doing YouTube. There's no reason why you can't do YouTube. You know, maybe you feel pressure to go out and, you know, buy certain equipment and all that sort of thing. It's not necessary. I don't have a smartphone or iPhone or whatever. I just use my laptop. And I feel confident when I sit down. I don't feel embarrassed. Uh, I don't do a lot of things to get ready to do a YouTube uh, video. I put my dentures in. A lot of times, not every time, I put a little lipstick on to brighten my face, brush my hair, you know, put on a top that looks halfway decent, and then I just sit down and start talking. And most of my viewers are 65 and above, and that's fine. Um, you know, it just depends on what you want to share. There's somebody out there who is going to be interested in what you have to offer. You know, don't feel pressured to be a certain way or to be like somebody else. You can be yourself, and don't worry about the way you look. You look that way to everybody that you see out in the world. You know, you don't hide yourself when you go to the grocery store or go to church or go to a family reunion. You talk, you know, to your friends and family. And having a YouTube channel is the same way. You just sit down and you just start talking. But, you know, I always ask my mother why she didn't give me any dance lessons or music lessons or singing lessons. I told her, I said, Mama, I don't have any talents. And she said, yes, you do. I said, what? She said, you know how to talk to people. I said, that's not a talent. But for some people, it's hard. You know, they just feel like you know, a flower on the wall. You know, they don't feel confident or whatever, but, you know, you can sit in front of your camera or your computer or whatever and practice making videos if that would help you. But You know, it's it's not as daunting as everybody says. Now, I am not one to follow rules and regulations. I mean, I'll follow the law, but, YouTube says you have to, make your videos about one thing, and you have to do this and you have to do that. Well, I don't like doing that. I just like to be sitting there playing my game online, or watching a YouTube video or something on TV, and I go, I'd like to do a video about that, and then just sit down and do it. And now recently I made a video about my office library, and it is a mess in there. It is such a mess. I made a video and showed how awful looking my office and library is looking, and asked my viewers if they could give me suggestions and comments. And they've been very nice about giving me suggestions and encouraging me. So don't limit yourself. Just because you're over 40 doesn't mean you can't do a YouTube channel. Now, my oldest daughter asked my son, she said, have you watched any of Mama's videos? He said, now he's 32. He said, I don't know. That's a lot of tubing. I thought that was funny because, I don't know. All kinds of people watch YouTube. So you can make your videos long or short. YouTube says you got to make them a certain length. I have long videos. I have short videos. I just make a video like I want to make it, and somebody will watch it. Some of my views, I've gotten like 23 people watch a view. Or I did a 15-minute supper. I have, I don't know, around 400 views for that. And it was just cannelli beans, baked sweet potato, a dill pickle, some beets, and I think that's all that was on the plate. And I got that many views. I I think maybe it was the fact that it was a 15-minute supper. People want something quick and easy. I forget about all the time that I spent when I was a wife and mother making dinner. A lot of times I would think, oh, I'm going to have to cook again. Of course I have to cook again. Laundry's never done and eating is never done. So I encourage you that if you have been thinking about making a YouTube channel, just go ahead and start. It's not hard. If you're an older person, then ask your children or your grandchildren about it. They'll help you out. And it's not as intimidating as you might think it is. And I'm going to link a couple of channels in the description. There's Kevin Kolbe, and he talks about, how to do different things for YouTube. And he's very encouraging, very laid back. And then there's Rob the Maritimer, and he provides information about getting started with YouTube channel. And I'll find some older people who have YouTube channels that I subscribe to, so that you can see that there are older people out there who have YouTube channels and they're doing just fine. Don't miss out on the joy of doing something different every day. When you're in your elder years, you tend to just sit around and not do anything new, or you get lonely or whatever. And the people on YouTube, when you find the people that like what you do, they can be very encouraging. So just step out on that limb, jump in the water, and I think you'll enjoy, having a YouTube channel. So y'all have a good afternoon, a good day, a good evening, and please remember to be kind to someone. Someone needs your kindness today. Bye.